Hi and welcome to A World of Words. I'm Vanessa and today I'm doing the Disney writing tag. So a long time ago I was tagged by two people to do this tag. I was tagged by Jessica from JLW Writes and Julian from Julian Greystoke, and I'm sorry it's taken me this long to do this tag. You've probably already forgotten that you tagged me to do this. I thought this was the one where you sang Disney songs, but that's the Disney book tag. I got my karaoke mic out and everything, but I don't think I'll be singing for this because not all of them have songs attached. I'll have to do the Disney book tag at some other point. Though I do have my Ariel kimono and my Ariel necklace and all my Disney pop set up in the background, so I am good to go. Question 1. Aladdin. Poof! A genie appears and is willing to grant you one wish to fix your current work in progress. What do you wish for? So I realized at one point that I've been punctuating my dialogue wrong, and as of now I feel like I fixed most of it. I'm not entirely sure. I think I still might have like a whole part of a book to do that might have incorrect dialogue punctuation. So if that would just automatically be fixed and then I didn't have to worry about looking for any of that like whenever I reread my stuff, that would be very nice. Also tabs, because if you want to format an ebook, you have to like take out all the tabs and have this other way of creating indentations. And so I'm honestly not entirely sure where I have tabs. So if I could just like automatically have all my indentations and formatting perfect for like creating an ebook, just in case I decide I do want to self-publish and upload an ebook, that would also be very nice, because formatting is obnoxious. Question 2. The Lion King. If you had to retell a Shakespearean play using animals as the main characters, which play and which animals would you choose? As You Like It, with My Little Ponies. Question 3. Pocahontas. Have you ever pulled inspiration from history for one of your books? And what was it? One of my fantasy worlds is kind of a little bit your generic, like, based off of like European medieval times fantasy world. So there's that, like there's a king and then there are like the lower class people. It's not super detailed into the class system because that's really not what the book is about. But I also do have a system that's kind of like based off of the dukedom system, where it's just like, where like one person oversees a village and then someone else oversees like multiple villages. And I kind of took that from European medieval history. I can't really think of anything else. Kind of like to make stuff up, which is part of why I like fantasy so much. Question 4 is Snow White. What is the first story you ever wrote? But the first story I can remember, I've actually read on my channel. I will link the video. It is about me and my friends being sand crabs at the beach. And it is quite an adventure. Question 5 is Mulan. Who is the strongest character you've ever written and what made them so strong? I'm now realizing that my characters aren't particularly strong. They tend to get stronger as the story progresses, so then that would spoil the books. There may be a couple strong characters, but it's mostly just because of a traumatic past. And again, I feel like I can't say because these are characters who are the core cast and they're kind of like pop up and like help out at some point, but like I don't want to spoil it because I don't want you to see them coming. So yeah, it's mostly just a traumatic past is the only thing that makes my strongest characters strong. Star Wars. If you had to live in one of the worlds or settings you created, which one would you choose and why? I would choose Avernus, the fantasy world the first fantasy world that I've created, and the first fantasy world that you see in both of my series, because there's magic, but you don't have to be born a wizard, though wizards do exist. Anyone can learn to use magic. There are magical creatures abound. It's a magical place. For 7, anthems. Which Disney songs would you put on your writing playlist? I don't listen to music with lyrics while I write, but I do have multiple Disney playlists for when I'm drawing. Gosh, I like a lot of Disney songs. I love Disney songs. Okay, I'll just get my one Disney playlist of songs that I own. My playlist, The Magic of Disney, contains A Whole New World, Reflection, Which fairy tale movie would you want to retell? Movie? I'm confused. Am I writing a movie now? Or retelling a Disney movie but as a book? I guess The Little Mermaid, because I do want to write something with mermaids and potentially something that takes place on a pirate ship or like a ship of some sort. And with that, I could do that. Frozen. Which character that you've written is most likely to be misunderstood or incorrectly interpreted as a villain? Hayden, because he is intentionally suspicious. It's like part of the plot. Moana. If you had to go on an epic journey with one of your characters, and the two of you were tasked with saving the world, who would you choose and why? This is a hard one. This is the one that I didn't come up with an answer with, and probably the reason why I've been putting off this tag for so long. I can't seem to figure out which character I'd want to go on a journey with and be tasked to saving the world. Because again, my characters, like, they're not until like the end of the series are they super, I guess after a couple books, like, they're more capable. But if you're talking like book one in almost any series, they're not gonna be super. I don't have a lot of like badass characters. They don't start out super strong and badass, I guess. I don't know, I guess Hayden is a good fighter, so maybe him, because he seems pretty capable, he's pretty straightforward. I guess I'd just go with him, because he can fight. I have a character who is a mage from my Magi and Sorcerers book, which I can tell you the title of that, because it's a terrible title and I'm probably going to change it. This isn't like one that I'm working on super hard right now, but it is something that I am working on, kind of. There's this one character named Nova who is like a super strong fighter and everything, and so she would be pretty cool to help me save the world because she has magic powers and is a really good fighter. So I might change it to her. But if we're talking like the main books that are like done that I finished writing, Hayden is probably the best choice, I think. Thinking I need to write stronger, more capable characters, don't I? What is the most common lie you tell people about your stories or writing? I don't lie about my writing. Final question is sidekicks. Who is your favorite minor character you've written that you wish you could give their own full story to? I'm gonna go with Sabrina because she's super fun. She loves stargazing and searching for secret passageways in the castle. She's super sweet and fun to write about. She's a triplet, so she has two sisters her age that are very strong personalities. One's super silly, one's kind of bossy and a little bit harsh, but like the three of them together are just like the silliest, most fun characters. But she actually does become a bigger character in one of the companion novel to like, in one of my companion novels. So she gets her own like side story and she's going to become a bigger character and probably become one of the main characters in that story. So I am giving her her own side story. If I like a character, I do give them a bigger role because I write multiple point of view and I can do that. I do what I want. Alright, that is it for the Disney writing tag. Thank you so much to Jessica and Julian for tagging me in this. Again, so sorry that it took me forever and you probably forgot that you tagged me. And I'm not going to tag anybody because this tag was circulating a really long time ago and I have no idea who has done this tag and who hasn't done this tag. So I'm going to save myself the trouble and not tag anybody, except for if you want to be tagged retroactively in the comments, let me know. It still counts. The tag police won't get mad at you because they don't exist. So thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye!